Hello, my dear friends. Thank you for joining me in this space. I know the title that brought you here is bold, Urologist, Senior Soakade! Bedroom secrets that'll blow your mind. From an expert. It's designed to be a little bit provocative, to catch your attention, because we are about to discuss a topic that even in the 21st century still carries with it an unnecessary weight of shame, silence, and assumption. I want to look past the shock and the sensationalism and right into the truth, because the real secrets, the ones that will truly blow your mind, aren't some complicated new surgical procedure or some exotic pill. The real secrets are almost always the simple, profound truths we've forgotten. They are the psychological, philosophical, and emotional keys that unlock a richer, more meaningful intimate life, regardless of your age. I have spent a career dedicated to men's health, and I can tell you the conversations I have in my clinic often reveal a profound sense of anxiety among seniors. There is a deep-seated belief that as the body ages, desire must diminish, connection must fade, and the vibrant, joyful expression of intimacy is relegated to the past. It's a cruel narrative, and it's simply not true. Aging is not the enemy of intimacy. Ignorance and fear are. We are going to dismantle the 3 biggest myths surrounding sex and aging today, replacing them with 3 powerful, transformative truths. I call these the 3 pillars of enduring intimacy. They are intellectual, they are emotional, and they will resonate deep in your soul. Pillar number 1, the myth of the automatic engine. The secret of intentionality. The first myth we must shatter is this idea that sexual function in later life should be as simple, automatic, and reflexive as it was when you were 20. In your younger years, intimacy was often a matter of opportunity and high hormone levels, an automatic engine roaring to life with little thought required. But as we age, that engine becomes more complex. It requires more thoughtful maintenance, a higher quality of fuel, and, crucially, a deliberate turning of the key. This is the great secret. Intimacy after 60 becomes an act of intentionality. It is no longer about the involuntary reflex. It is about the conscious choice to connect. It's about understanding that the mind, not the groin, is the primary sexual organ. Stress, financial pressure, unspoken resentments, the grief of losing friends or family, performance anxiety. All of these emotional and psychological forces act as powerful depressants on desire and function, and you are carrying a lifetime of those forces. The first mind-blowing secret is to shift your entire focus from performance to presence. Performance anxiety is a killer. It creates a feedback loop. You worry it won't work. That worry releases cortisol. Cortisol constricts blood flow, and then it doesn't work, thus confirming your worry. You must break that loop. How? By radically redefining what successful intimacy means. It means letting go of the 20-year-old ideal and embracing the 60-year-old reality. It means prioritizing touch, warmth, shared laughter, and non-demanding affection. It's about the intimacy of the connection, the profound pleasure of sharing space and vulnerability before you ever consider the physical act. When you remove the pressure of a specific outcome, you liberate your mind. When your mind is liberated, the body is naturally more responsive. This requires a difficult, beautiful conversation with your partner where you both agree. Our purpose here is connection, not conquest. That release of pressure is the most potent aphrodisiac I know. Pillar number 2, the myth of singular focus, the secret of whole body health. The second myth that seniors often carry is that their bedroom concerns are isolated to one specific area. They come to my clinic looking for a prescription, believing that this complex issue can be solved with one pill. This is the deeper, more profound truth. Intimacy is a barometer of your entire systemic health. The second mind-blowing secret is that the quality of your intimate life is a direct reflection of the quality of your lifestyle. It's all connected. The small blood vessels that serve the sexual organs are the most sensitive in the body. If those vessels are clogged, narrowed, or damaged by high blood sugar, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol, That is where the problem will manifest first. This is where the urologist meets the cardiologist. We say, what is good for the heart is good for the bedroom. The fact that you may be experiencing a decline in function is not a curse of aging. It is a gift of information. It is your body telling you, with clarity and urgency, that you need to address the fundamentals of your health. Let's talk about 3 key lifestyle areas where you apply pressure to the entire system. Movement is medicine. Consistent cardiovascular exercise is non-negotiable. It produces nitric oxide, the molecule that signals blood vessels to open up and relax. A brisk, daily 30-minute walk is not about fitting into old jeans. It is about chemically altering your body for optimal function. It is a daily, necessary medicine. Sleep is repair. If I could prescribe one thing above all others, it would be 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Sleep is when your body produces the lion's share of critical hormones, including testosterone. Sleep deprivation keeps the stress hormone, cortisol, high, and cortisol actively suppresses intimacy hormones. You cannot cheat sleep and expect vitality. It simply doesn't work. Prioritizing sleep is prioritizing your most powerful, natural, and free hormone therapy. Fuel is flow. The food you eat literally determines the pliability of your blood vessels. A diet rich in vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats helps keep your arteries clean and flexible. The simple choice of what to put on your plate 3 times a day is one of the most powerful things you can do to support enduring, intimate health. The real secret here is that you don't need to treat the symptom, you need to treat the source. By embracing a holistic, healthy lifestyle, you stop chasing the shadow of intimacy and begin to cultivate the substance of well-being that makes it a natural byproduct. Pillar number 3, the myth of the solo journey. The secret of shared vulnerability. Perhaps the most heartbreaking myth of all is the silent, lonely journey many seniors take. The assumption is that this decline is a personal failure, a private shame, and something to be hidden from your partner. But the third and perhaps most vital, mind-blowing secret is this: intimacy is not something you do to or with your partner. It is something you build together. When you keep your anxiety or your physical changes a secret, you create a chasm in your relationship. Your partner notices the withdrawal, the avoidance, the lack of touch. They often internalize it, believing, "He doesn't desire me anymore," or "I am no longer attractive." This manufactured distance is far more damaging to the relationship than any physical change could ever be. This pillar is about vulnerability and communication. The secret is to have the courage to say out loud to the person you love, "My body is changing, and I sometimes feel anxious about it, but my desire for you, my need for our closeness, is stronger than ever. Let's figure this new chapter out together." This is an act of extraordinary love. It shifts the dynamic from a scary, solo performance into a team effort. It allows you both to explore new ways of connecting that may be deeper and more satisfying than the old, reflexive patterns. Think about the beautiful evolution of love. In your 20s, intimacy was often a fiery expression of lust. In your 60s, it has the potential to be a deep, soul-level communion, a profound, tender exchange built on decades of shared life, laughter, tears, and resilience. But you must give it permission to evolve. You must talk about it. In my clinic, I often advise couples to schedule non-demanding touch time. It means setting aside 20 minutes to simply hold hands, to cuddle, to share a slow, affectionate massage, with an explicit agreement that this time has no expectation of leading to anything further. This resets the nervous system. It rebuilds trust. It reminds the body that physical connection is safe, enjoyable, and not always about the main event. This is how you reclaim the joy of touch. So, let's step away from the noise and the shame. The insights gained from years of medical practice are clear. The limitations you experience are not a sentence of permanent loss. They are an invitation to be more present, to be more proactive about your health, and to be more profoundly vulnerable with the person who matters most. The journey of intimate health after 60 is not about going back to who you were. It's about becoming the wisest, healthiest, most communicative, and most deeply connected version of yourself you have ever been. Don't let the anxiety of a single physical function blind you to the richness of your life and the enduring, beautiful desire to connect. Take the secrets we've shared today, intentionality, whole body health, and shared vulnerability, and put them to work. As music swells, then begins to gently fade. The most mind-blowing secret of all is that the most powerful tool for enduring intimacy is not some exotic medical breakthrough. It is the courage to be completely honest, completely present, and completely dedicated to your own holistic well-being. Now, go have that conversation. Start that walk. Prioritize that sleep. Your best chapter of connection is waiting for you to simply choose it.